to the Vancouver home of Daniel Kalla, best-selling author of Pandemic. Well, today we're here to talk about his new book called Resistance. Let's go.
Report of a new lethal superbug. Growing epidemic. My wife and children. No treatment.
Daniel, what is Resistance about?
Resistance tells the story of a new superbug, an ultra-resistant bacteria that emerges in a bunch of urban centers simultaneously. And it emerges, as superbugs often do, in the drug addict community and then spreads to hospitals and from there out to the community. And 3 people are drawn into this medical disaster from various aspects: an infectious disease specialist from Vancouver, an epidemiologist from Seattle, and a homicide cop from Portland. And it's their job to figure out where this bug has come from and to stop the spread. And on the other side of the equation, there's a conspiracy that wants to see this bug spread further. So it's a bit of a race against time to solve the questions and stop an epidemic from emerging into a global catastrophe.
Daniel, had you always been interested in pandemics?
Well, pandemics actually kind of found me 3 years ago when SARS first emerged in the scene. I was involved in one of the few cases of SARS in Vancouver, and I saw the patient in the emergency room. SARS really was a wake-up call for us on the clinical side of medicine and showed us how scary a potential epidemic or pandemic could be.
The issue of superbugs is taken straight out of the headlines. How much truth is in your book?
A fair bit. You know, these superbugs, I think, is the next big media issue when it comes to medicine. We're seeing worldwide an emergence of these bugs that just don't respond to antibiotics like they used to. People even fear the so-called post-antibiotic era, when we'd be back to the days before penicillin was discovered and wouldn't have drugs to fight them. One of the things I'm proud of in this novel is I think I bring a bit of attention to this and at least highlight a little bit of the science and truth behind it.
Daniel, from a doctor's perspective, is society ready and prepared to combat an epidemic like in Resistance?
I don't know that you can ever be fully prepared for this. If the bug that's postulated in Resistance, that's truly resistant to all but one antibiotic emerges, you just have to respond as best you can.
Are you hoping to send a message to readers to be prepared?
But the superbug issue is very different. It's a man-made problem. We've created this issue by overusing antibiotics and using them inappropriately. And I think there's lots that we as an average person can do to help stem this crisis. So it's alluded to in the books, but just simple things like proper hand washing and not using antibiotics for colds and flus and finishing courses of antibiotics once you start. Those are all vital steps in combating the spread and emergence of more superbugs.
Resistance by Daniel Kalla blends science and drama to create a nightmarish thriller that will keep you on your toes to the very end. Get your copy today and dive deep into this suspenseful medical novel.